My name is Sylvia Walker. I have 5 children. They have their home. Their homes went down. Mine went down. We have no way to sleep, so we're trying to get to Antigua for shelter. We don't have any clothes and nothing, no food, nothing. And we're there. I'm an elder, trying to get the elder Carol over. It's a bad situation. And I think right now in Barbudans, they need to get their priorities straight, because it's not straight, because they have helicopter going out without elders.
I was in the house, the roof go, the kitchen go, and I don't have nothing. Nothing is there left. Only I have my family, my wife, and I need them to go.
This is the first time I've ever been in something like this. I'm actually a Barbudan that lives in the States. So this was the first time I ever experienced anything like this.
Probably not that bad. The roof didn't come off.
Well, it was kind of scary.
Yeah.
Well, it was kind of scary for me because I've never experienced anything like this before.
Welcome to a special episode of ANR 360. I'm Carl Joseph. This past week, Antigua and Barbuda faced the threat of 2 hurricanes, Cat 4 or above, with Irma doing devastating damage to our sister island of Barbuda. I had the opportunity to go down to Barbuda the following day with the Red Cross, and when we touched down, what we saw was nothing short of horrific. I spoke with a lot of the Barbudans who were visibly shook by the ordeal. Here they are telling their own story.
After it cool down, yeah, we have to run and catch another shelter there with neighbor, right? So our neighbor shelter we for a night or 2, and then we move back here now. Probably for go Antigua tomorrow, as the case may be. Yeah, but it was horrible.
Hurricane mash up my house, mash up everything. I do not have nothing. Me, my husband, and my 3 kids, we are homeless.
This is history. I have never seen nothing like that, and I can say God was in the midst of this, because the first one was bad, but the second one, in my wheelchair and when the bed started to do so, so Lord did this earthquake when the house started to do so.
To be honest with you, I don't think there are words to actually describe how how I felt, to be honest.
When the hurricane come, right, I was in my bedroom and I go down by my kitchen and I see the window open. I try to tie it. When I tie it, and I go lie down and then start praying. And after I start praying, I hear my son's bedroom door is shaking. I go, me and my son, and I hold the door. When I'm holding the door, I see the tornado that's spinning with the galvanized, fling it out and bring it back in. And after I fling it, and after I'm still holding on the door, a plywood fly from up to this my neighbor and hit through the window, and I slide and fall. I get a cut by my foot.
And we were just like a monster, you know. I didn't decide to leave where I live, because I just figure, you know, I ride out a couple of them already.
Well, it was a terrible experience. I never see things like that before. It was I and the old man was in here, and the old man was very coward. I was more stronger than him. And I have to hold on one of those doors, as everything would have gone.
There was about 7 of us. We all had to push on the door to stop the force of the wind coming in, because once it would have come in, it would have just tore up the whole area. So we all had to stand against the door, even though it had barricades over it. And then another 2 of us had to barricade it with more wood on top of that, on top of what we'd already done. And then soon after that, the roof started to lift. It just kept lifting, till eventually in one part of the house it lifted off. Then it was actually raining in the house, so even though it was a virtually brand new roof, it was raining. So the whole house, apart from at one stage we were in a closet because that was dry. But eventually the rain started coming in there. We moved to another part of the house, so we were literally in like a box room, about 8 of us. We were just frightened for our lives.
So we had to leave immediately, while the eye was actually Oh, sorry. While the eye was actually there, we had to leave the house, and that's how I got kind of stuck with a nail.
You got stuck.
I got stuck by a nail trying to leave the house.
And in my house, we lost about 5 barrels of water. It was clean. 3 of the galvanized came off, and about 5 plywood. But God has been good to us.
The policeman and them see when the house roof coming off and then come and get me. After 12, it was about 1 o'clock, around 1, they come and get me. And they take me down by the fishery. And down there was all right, but down there was full of water also.
Well, it was kind of scary for me because I've never experienced anything like this before. But thank God that our house is still standing.
It's still standing, yeah.
Shaking and very rough. Shaking. Windows breaking come off. Doors. A lot of stuff. And we lose a lot of stuff from inside too. Fridge.
Go ahead.
Fridge, stove, all them things.
We can't get to see one another because we shift here, shift there, everywhere we don't, so we have to walk a distance to get everybody up together. But this place needs the communication of love, because we must come together and help one another, because they're not doing the right thing. They bias. Some of them want to push themselves first and left the elderly.
So now I'm trying to get to Antigua myself because I have to leave next week to go back to the States. So that's what I'm trying to do now.
Right. Well, look, I have so much things in that house. I don't want to disappear, leave them. It's not my property. It's some families of mine who live in New York. And I just live there because I don't pay no rent. It's my family.
Well, I'm going to my family. I have family in Antigua.
Okay, you have family?
Yeah, I have family.
I don't know what time I'll be there, but I'll be there. I can't stick to waste on this another storm. I witnessed Marilyn in St. Thomas, but this is hotter than Marilyn.
And so these other 2 follow-up hurricanes are just going to finish Barbuda off. So people, we need to get out, but there's not enough modes of transport to get everybody off as quick, because tomorrow's the last day that we can actually evacuate people, and there's no way they will get everyone off this island if all they're going to use is one boat which carries 100 people and another boat that carries 30. It's not going to happen. And there's things that are decaying. There's dead animals decaying around the island. There's no electricity. There's no water. No clean water. It's just a tragedy. And I think as well, something needs to be done about counselling people, because this is so traumatic. I mean, at the moment people are just running off adrenaline, but people will need to have counselling after this, because seriously, it's like a nightmare. It's a nightmare.